Hi, Kumar.
Yeah, so I have started the recording. So this is going to be the second session for today regarding information steward. So
Okay,
I'll just share my screen.
sure.
Okay. Okay. So as per the plan, if you see here for our concepts, I'm just opening everything in our drive. Okay. So what are
Okay,
the
okay,
things I'm doing it, and what are the one which I'm updating is straight away in the drive. And the hours which is completed, I'm marking as green. So, it
okay.
will make you and me to
Yeah,
track ourselves, like how many sessions has completed and how many how many hours we have done. Okay, and
okay,
also the
okay.
explanation as per the date. This was my
Hmm.
explanation on my first date on my 9th,
Right.
right? Yeah, and then it's gonna start for 11th today. Okay, the
Okay,
second session.
okay.
Okay, so as per the second session today, we do have a concept called SAP IS architecture, and
Right.
if this has completed very fast, then we'll just soon move into other topics. We'll not just make delay, and then I'll adjust these things according to the topics what
Yeah,
we have discussed. Okay, this thing
sure,
will
sure.
keep on
Yeah,
changing because this tracker based on the discussions we have. So these things will keep
okay.
on changing. So just keep track
Sure.
yourself here. That's it. Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, it's not changed. Okay. So I hope you have gone through all these topic names at least,
Yeah.
right? There's overall topics. These are overall topics, and this is just an explanation on EAM, small thing. And this is the
Yeah.
in-depth pre-requirements of all this stuff, right?
Okay,
Okay.
okay.
Yeah. So now we are done with introduction. So I just want to start today with something, what kind of concepts which are available in information steward in depth, and what things are required as a prerequisite before to start everything. Okay.
Okay, okay.
Okay. 1 minute. Yeah. So if you see the first line here,
Yeah.
the keywords. So in the people usually call, like I am telling about the information steward name and how in what way it is being called by different people in different projects or whatever it is. Okay, the keywords which usually refers for SAP information steward is the direct name which I said before, SAP information steward, or SAP IS, or
Yes.
SAP, yeah, IS,
Yeah. Yeah.
just
Right.
IS.
Yeah.
Okay, it's a very prominent name which usually people used to call IS, just SAP IS, BODS and
Okay.
IS. BODS
Okay.
also they used to call shortcut as DS. Okay,
DS, data
BODS, yeah,
service.
data
Okay. Yeah.
services, just data
Okay.
services. Okay,
Yeah.
data services and information steward, okay,
Oh,
DS and IS.
okay.
And enterprise information management, they used to call sometimes if someone says about EIM, the IS and the bots you should get into mind. Okay, and the
Okay.
other words which usually which part of IS, rules, rule bindings, views, profiling, data
Filing data
insight,
insight.
metapedia, metadata management, cleansing package builder.
Plans. Yeah.
Okay, and a scorecard, task, exporting of the file in IS, SAP
Okay.
BODS, SAP data services, job servers. Okay, so when
Okay.
you get
Okay.
these kind of terminologies, it talks about these terminologies are all belonging to the two applications and IS and DS.
Okay.
Okay, yeah. So these are all names. So you have to get familiar with all this stuff. What things is going to
Okay.
happen,
Okay.
right?
Okay.
Okay. And information steward training prerequisite, in order to succeed on this training course, the following competencies are highly recommended. An appreciation of SQL construct and databases. At least you need to have some knowledge on the SQL, okay,
Okay.
and the basic understanding of SQL queries, And the basic
Okay.
understanding of metadata management and the data quality doesn't mean about information steward. It's about the outside world also. What is at least data quality term, and
Okay.
what is at
Okay.
least metadata management in the outside world. This is the basic prerequisite. If someone to start in the course, he should aware of
Right.
these things. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. And who all are the audience? The information driven training audience is ideal for solution and technical consultants. Okay, for majorly for
Okay.
the technical consultant, this is
o-
applicable. And this is
Okay.
outline what information steward outline course explains you about overview highlights and information steward vision and positioning, where it is sitting in the outside world. As I said, in about architecture and about
Okay.
validation rules, creating how to create a rules, bind the rules, execute the rules, view the rules,
Okay.
and
Okay.
data quality scorecards, creating, binding, executing views and view scorecards, creating information steward views and working with these file formats, metadata management and metapedia, and also admin related work, information steward administration, task management, utilization and user management, performance
Okay.
and scalability considerations, cleansing package builder and using cleansing package builder, how to do all this stuff. Okay, so
Okay.
these are all
Okay.
the outlines. These all things we're gonna cover in our
Okay. Sure.
yeah, and these are the one which we usually call in the coming classes,
Okay.
all this stuff.
Yeah.
And these are the the key concepts which we're going to discuss in deep. So this is just an outline of the topic, overview and highlight. And if we just come inside, what is gonna get as a key concepts: introduction of SAP EAM, as I said before, and introduction of what it is done, and introduction of
Okay.
EIS is done, the first
Yes.
class. Yeah.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
interdependency with these tools, how these are interrelated to each other. Okay. And
Okay.
what is the software installation process of all this stuff, and
Okay.
navigating between the interfaces and showcase of the screens, logging into CMC. CMC is a central management console where we do
Okay.
all our admin related activities. Okay.
Okay.
The back end work. So these are
Okay.
admin activities, and we have the opportunity to learn about admin stuff also in this training.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, so usually not outside.
Okay. Got it. Okay.
Logging into information steward and discussion of the different modules
Okay.
and administration tasks. This is actually SAP basis work, but we are doing creation of database connections and creation of file connections and creating a project in IS. All these things we're
Okay.
gonna do. Okay, and scheduling. There are some topics of scheduling I
Okay.
haven't mentioned here. Scheduling of tasks or jobs. So in BODS we call as jobs. In IS we call as tasks.
Okay.
Both are same actually. And data insight topics. So these topics I'll discuss in the future when we get the each and every topic inside in deep.
Sure.
Okay.
Sure. Sure. Yeah.
Yeah, these are
Okay.
the insight topics, but I just want to mention you what are the prerequisites to start with this course.
Okay.
Okay. And what are the keywords, what usually people used to refer for, when information
Okay.
steward or bots comes into the picture. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So as per the training, on the second day, we start with architecture. What
Right.
okay, so this is the SAP video. SAP has created this video to make explain for all the customers and the
Mm.
technical consultants what does the installation plans. Okay,
Okay.
so I'll just play this video in the same way.
Mm.
I'll just explain the same thing. Okay, it's video
Yeah.
having for 13 minutes. So the
Okay.
heading of this
Okay.
says about planning for SAP data steward, sorry, data services and information
Service
steward
and that
installation.
installation. Okay.
Yeah. So if you want to plan for DS and IS installation, what should be done?
Mm.
Okay, just a planning. It is not an installation. It is just a
Okay.
planning of the installation. What should be there
Okay.
in your system before
Okay.
you do
Okay.
this?
Okay.
Okay.
Got it.
Yeah. So I'll just go here. So
Well,
the
the
first thing,
video is on mute.
yeah, I have muted it, Vishen.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because I want to explain. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Thanks for that. Okay. There are three things what they're suggesting us. First thing is to choose the correct platform, and
Okay.
you have to choose whether to install it on one system or a multiple systems, and what
Okay.
happens during the installation.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, I'll just go. So first thing is the dependency. As I said, the platform, we can able to install the IS, BODS or information steward either at the BA platform or the IPS platform. Okay, BA means the business intelligence platform, and IPS is the
Okay.
information platform services platform. And
Okay.
this IPS is part of BA. Okay,
Okay. Understood. Okay.
and the BA is the main home, and the IPS is the secondary as a subcomponent. But we can install either at BA or IPS.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. So here how it goes. Yeah. Yeah. So first thing is there are three steps in this installation. Okay. First, we have to plan which platform, either IPS platform or a BA platform. We have to choose one platform. That
Okay.
is a place where the CMC is being installed. The CMC is
Okay.
the central management console server
Mm.
is been sorry, it's central management server. It has been sitting in this particular installation of IS or IPS or BA platform. Once you
Okay.
once you finalized with the platform to install, then BODS will comes into the picture. The
Okay.
installation of BODS will comes into the picture, where it is having job server installation also included.
Okay.
Okay,
Okay.
and next to the installation of data services, where the information steward comes. Okay,
Okay.
first is IPS and then DS and then only
DS.
IS.
IS. Okay.
Yeah, so IS uses the platform of data services job server also as part of IS, because the jobs or tasks which we are running, it uses the job server which is installed in the data services. So the job server, when
Okay.
you're running the job, there is a
Mm.
job server engine. Okay, that
Okay.
engine will run at the backend to pull the data from sources and do the transformations, whatever the configuration we have done, and then moving it to the target. For example, in the previous session, you have seen one scenario where Vaishak took the source data and then he did some
Okay.
concatenation. He moved to the target table. So to process
Right.
this,
Okay.
we
Okay.
need engine. The engine is nothing but
Mm.
the data job
Jo-
server.
Job. Okay. Job
Same,
server. Okay.
yeah. So in the same way, for the information steward also, to it should have some engine. Okay,
Okay.
it make uses of the data services engine only.
Okay. Okay.
That is why these are interrelated to each other. It uses
Okay.
the related job server and then it processes the data. The same
Okay.
way
Got it.
how the transformation is happening here. There we have the
Mm.
different scenarios. Okay, it's not
Okay.
transformation. It's like checking the data. So to
Okay.
check the
Okay.
data, at least the data should process, right? To take from source and then move to the target. The processing can
Right.
happen in the job server, and that IS will make use of DS related job server. Okay, and
Okay.
also
Okay.
it it is it will make use of the CMC also,
Okay.
because
Okay.
the
Got it.
backend configuration, what should be done in
Mm.
the IS will be it will be make use. It can be done from central management server.
So okay.
Yeah, yeah. So here, first is IPS or BA platform. Choose the platform,
Mm.
information platform BA. Choose the deployment scenario. Let's say single mission or the
Single
distributed
mission.
mission. So it
Okay.
depends upon the clients and depends upon the workload. This
Okay.
mission will be deployed. This system can be
Okay.
deployed in a
Okay.
single mission or a distributed missions. Okay,
Okay.
and the installation. Prepare for the new installation. So
Okay.
central management server CMS and then repository database. First of all, these are the backend steps required for the installation.
Okay.
Okay, so if you see here, if you don't have or use BA platform, then choose IPS. That's what it is telling. So once you are
Okay.
done, if you use BA applications,
Mm.
so it is telling you two ways to use. Option one, to install best practice. That is also, just go a bit forward and load. Okay, so there are two ways to choose a platform and for the installation, and the best practice as per SAP is the option one. Okay, first BA
Okay.
applications on the BA platform. First you choose,
Hmm.
first you take the BA platform, first you choose as a BA
Okay.
platform, and then
Okay.
install all the BA applications, bots, IS, whatever it is, the Power Designer, reporting tools, whatever related to BA applications, you install on top of
Okay.
this. Okay,
Okay.
and then data services information steward on IPS ability to launch information steward via BA Launchpad. Okay,
Okay. Okay.
better choice for large deployments and flexible upgrade plans. So if you're having any large deployments, right?
Hmm.
So it's the best way. But even this is also has been segregated as, so BA platform CMS is BA application, CMS1, server 1, and server 2. It is just having DS and IS. Maybe that all other applications except these two has been installed here, which means they have dedicatedly used CMS2 for one, only for they have
Only
chosen
for
IPS
IPS.
platform, and then DS and
Okay.
IS is a platform. They
Okay.
have used the
Separate
BA
platform.
platform for CMS1, and CMS2
Hmm.
is IPS platform only for this, so that we can use dedicatedly for data migration concepts.
Okay.
Okay,
Okay.
and other one is just a CMS, one server and no IPS, just a BA platform, and then all BA applications on top of this DS and the top of this IS.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, and BA, yes, and thing is good for small deployments and POCs.
Okay. Got it. Yeah.
Okay, so but the best practice is this. So if someone asks you when you're into company and when you've been into an
Hmm.
architecture level, so they might
Hmm.
ask you this kind of questions like which is the best practice to use, which platform to use. So always this is
Okay.
suggestible way. So BA platform with
Okay.
one server with BA platform with BA applications, and other server with IPS and
Hmm.
top of DS and IS.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, and then choose. This is done.
Yeah.
Checkbox, like
Done.
just to
Yeah.
explain, and use the scenario of distributed system, single machines or multiple visions. So single missions, IPS and DS, it just comes in one mission. That's it.
Okay.
And if it's in
Hmm.
distributed missions, I just move this from here. So here it is having, IPS data services. So they have just choose IPS, no,
IPS.
not
Okay.
BA. Okay, so
Okay.
IPS, we have these three at one place. So this has been distributed as data services into one mission, and then IPS SAA is, some component inside that. Data service and
Okay.
information is one component, and then IPS and information steward is one component.
Okay. Okay.
This is segregated in different ways.
Okay.
Yeah, and then also there is no, I'll just show you. Yeah, so server 1, server 2B, and they've just segregated the DS and IS, IPS and
Okay.
DS as one place, and then just data services with access server and job server as one place, just to
Okay.
take care of our, yeah. So this DS management console, obviously IPS, web tier applications, and data
Hmm.
services only console. So this is only related to, web-based application. Management console
Okay.
is a web-based application, and
Okay.
designer is application based. It should be in your system, installed in your system.
Okay.
But
Okay.
console is a web-based application. So it is having, they have installed all the web-based in one different server.
Okay.
Yeah, so these all, basis activities depends upon the performance, just to take care of the performance. And then this is
Okay.
related to information steward. Previously I've seen for bots, now they're
Yeah.
installing the information steward in the different, in the distributed platform. They have done the job server installation in one place.
Okay.
Okay, okay, so they have done, yeah, information steward. If you see,
Hmm.
okay, so the server one is the master server which has everything. Okay, but
Okay. Okay.
from here the split is been happening with server 2A and the 2B. Here they
Mm-hmm.
just have the job server dependency. There is no IPS needed and association job server with information steward repository. Just a repository is been should be required. It is having just as job server, and here it is
Okay.
having metadata integrators and platform. IPS is having some subcomponents, scheduling server,
Right.
processing
Okay.
server. So all this stuff has been maintained in this place. It's a distributed way.
Okay. Okay.
These two are done. Now prepare for the new installation. Central management server and repository database.
Oh,
3 installation steps.
yeah. Okay.
I'll just go here. Yeah, sorry. Okay. First one is validation.
Mm-hmm.
Prerequisite checks, collect user inputs and validation, all these things. And then installation, copy the product files. And this part of installation, we just tell everything, click on next, next, next. But this is how it's happening.
Okay.
It validates the checks, required checks, and collect the required input information from us, and then from other validations, and then take
Okay.
product files in the installation, and then configuration. So this
Okay.
configuration, if we click on the installation with the default configuration, it will be gone. And if you click on install without configuration, then this is not
Mm-hmm.
required. So this will be happening when you are doing for the second time. Okay,
Okay.
so
Okay.
if you want to install if already there is a system, and if you want to install for the
Mm-hmm.
second time, okay,
Okay.
then this step can be ignored, because already we have configured the job repository and the job server at the first time during the installation. This is about
Okay.
data services. Okay,
Okay.
repository and job server is not configured during installation. They must be configured after installation.
Okay.
First time when we have done, it's been already configured. So second time we are not doing it. So these are the default configurations for this. This is all first. See, wherever you see the steps, everything
Mm-hmm.
it is coming for data services, and then IS comes the later. Okay,
Okay.
preparing for installation with default configuration. Choose the platform. Sorry, platform is central management server connection information. We have to configure this, and then data services repository we need to configure
Repository.
first. So
Okay.
there should
Okay.
be some place where we need to store all this data. What are the things you're doing it, right? At least the application
Right.
should sit in one place, right, in your
Right.
system.
Okay.
So that is what the database connection information, and the database connectivity. It's ODBC driver and then JDBC driver. All this stuff should
Okay.
be installed, and then the required privileges, security roles, and then extra requirement should be done. First, you have to do the CMS, and then you have to take care of your
The
repository configuration, and
repository.
then whatever the repository you have created, you had to associate the repository to the data services job server. Okay,
Okay.
data service repository and the default job server, and then we have to take the
Okay.
system services.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, with the user account, we'll just log in the designer, and then we do the steps. So this is
Yeah.
optional during installation. If these two steps are not completed during installation, then they are required. You can post installation
Okay.
the other way also. And then this is for the information steward. The same steps is going to repeat. That's it.
Okay.
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 Yeah. And then this just a repository here, configuration of a repository here, because job server
Okay.
has already been available in the bots.
Okay.
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 Repository is configured during payment installation. And this expanded installation is when you're doing for the second time, this is not required
Not
repository.
required. Okay.
We can
Okay.
use because of the already available one. And here it is having two steps. CMS
Okay.
connection manager, and then information database connection information, and then all
Repository.
these things, user privileges,
Same before
extra
we sub.
requirement.
Okay.
Yeah, similar to that.
Okay.
Not required for expanded information, which means second time if
Okay.
you are doing, repository is not required.
Okay.
To access the full library of data services and information document and video tutorials, including the master guide installations, visit this platform. That's what they're telling you if you require more information about this.
Mm.
Yeah, so this information is more about how to plan something when you're trying to install either bots or IS. So this is
Yes.
both,
Okay.
yeah, this is both be connected.
Okay.
This explain you about both.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, so now I'm just coming for the second video. So this is the steps for installation of information steward. So
Okay.
here this video tells you about each step by step how to install. So prepare for installation, and then okay, normal stuff, nothing much to explain here, right? So before you do, you should have the admin rights with you, and then
Okay.
you have to maintain the system down. If you're maintaining
Okay.
already system, just tell them system is down, and if you're doing for the first time, this can be ignored. Okay, the installation prerequisites: business objects, business intelligence platform 4.0 or IBS platform 4. So first,
Okay.
if you want to install anything, you just need, as I said, either BI platform setup file or IPS setup file, and then business
Okay.
object data services, and then Microsoft .NET Framework 3.5 or higher versions, and the respective
Okay.
Windows version, and the product
Okay.
availability matrix. So this also you have to consider, because I'll tell you what it do. So product availability matrix, yeah, for SAP. So this tells you about what all the applications, for example, if you are working on any of the SAP applications, it will tell you the it will tell you what you call version capabilities
Okay.
and integration capabilities between the systems. Now we are working
Okay.
on 2 to 3 systems, right? The bots and IS.
Right. Right.
So if you're working on the bots and IS, whether these can be interrelated to this can be configured each other or not, whether these two applications is having compatibility between these two applications. So those kind of
Okay.
configurations for any of the SAP tools will be available in the SAP product availability matrix. So like this, it will come.
Okay.
So yeah, if you just see here. So availability plan and not supported plan. So wherever you see this color, it's not supported 32-bit Linux
Okay.
server and iOS. The first it start with Windows and then other applications. So that kind of things.
Okay.
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 Here it is not showing you much, but there is product availability matrix sitting available somewhere. We need to check it. Yeah, this one. Yeah. So SAP NetWear 7.0 product availability matrix. There is some PPT which is available
Okay.
in slide share. So we have to check the configurations before we connect any of the systems each other.
Oh, okay.
Okay, there will be a lot of document with this. Let me just see. For EM robots, it seems. So general. So we have to check this from where our tool usually sits. Okay, so
Okay.
this is gonna
Okay.
take time. Like we need to check it, but there
Sure.
is the concept of a product availability matrix, which we need to consider when we have different kinds of
Okay.
applications coming together.
Okay. Okay.
I think this is the old one. Okay. Yeah, product availability matrix we need to check, right?
Okay.
So and then prepare repository database and repository database user. First of all, you need to create that. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, and now this what you're saying is a central main console where we will be doing the backend configuration for DS and IS.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah, so first they have gone for the server. Okay, they're checking the job server, and the server
Hmm.
category is this one, and all are up and running.
Okay.
These all are up and running. So here the first server, they have just stopped and restarted again. They stopped, right click and then stopped.
Right. 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 Hmm.
Okay, so these all are the server services. It has been taken
Okay.
in that, and then they just started it. But we will not have all this access because it's purely of admin activities, and we start something and we stop something, it will create a lot of mess for bigger applicable, bigger audience,
Right.
right?
Right. Right. Right.
Yeah,
Okay.
so this is a setup file now. So once it is done, we just restart the server. Now we
Hmm.
will have the setup file, like how we, for example, you take any of the application, for example, you take VLC media player. So the moment you
Yeah.
click on the install like from file hippo or some software, okay,
Hmm.
we will get some setup file, all right?
Right.
It will download it in our system as a setup file .exe something. The
Right.
same
Right.
the same way we'll be having the setup file for this, for bots and
Okay.
IES. So this is how
Okay.
it is. They have the setup file is available in this place.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, and then just double click on that. Yeah, and then it will ask for the language.
Okay.
It resembles same for bots also.
Okay.
Yeah, and then it will just show the required information, like
What
administrative
are the
privileges.
requirements?
Yeah, and
Okay.
then BI platform, business object data services, and then .NET Windows
.NET
versions.
MO.
It will tell you all
Okay.
the different types and the status, and the summary,
Okay.
prerequisite checking as the step. If you see here, prerequisite checking, summary of
Okay. Okay.
missed critical or optional requirements. So if it is optional, we can just ignore it, but which is in
Okay.
critical, right? So that's definitely it should be there.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, so we just need to check. It's a prerequisite check. It will check the systems, and then we just need to click on the next buttons.
Okay.
Okay, and we have to accept the license agreement. So if you have time, you can just read, and if not, you can just click on OK. And the respective
Yeah.
product key for my information steward, and the place where
Okay.
you want to store this setup installation
Oh,
process,
mm,
and the
okay.
respective language. Okay, and then as I said, it's a primary or expanded. The primary is the one which we need to select if you're doing for the first time, and expanded is the
Okay.
one which if you're doing for the second time.
Second time.
If
Okay.
it's already available but you want to install some again, maybe because of some system internal error, maybe it has been crashed or
Hmm.
something, so you want to
Hmm.
do installation again, so they will go for expanded installation. That's what
Okay.
it was telling here, explanation
Okay.
below,
Okay.
right? And then you have to give your admin access because installation need admin access.
Okay.
Yeah, and then just click on yes. Okay, and these are the respective things it's going to come. Select the
Okay.
features. If you just unselect these features, it will not come for you. So if you start with
Okay.
SAP information steward, web application, and the test server, and then
Okay.
task server, and then services, relationship services, search engines, these are the backend things which we needed actually.
Okay. Hmm.
So BOD, business object enterprise metadata integrators, warehouse metadata integrators, data federation integrator, data services metadata integrators, a lot of stuff. So if you just unselect this, we will not get those services. So
Okay.
they have just unselected, I think, metadata services. But they have again they have selected it. Fine. We have to select the respective things, right? Yeah. And then disk cost, because we need to check whether we have the respective disk available maybe,
Required.
and
Okay.
yeah, and then
Okay.
the cost associated with it, and the connection type. This is a
Okay.
repository
The
database
connection.
connection. So we are giving it,
Okay.
we are establishing a new connection with the repository. So we give all the
Okay.
details,
Hmm.
the database name, the server name, username, and password. So dedicatedly for information steward, there should be one server, and dedicatedly for BODS, there should be one repository. Don't mix the BODS repository to the information steward repository, because the mechanism what we're doing there and here, it is different. So if you just choose the same repository for bots and IS, both are interrelated and they'll sit across each other. Don't do that. So while installation here itself, create a new database here. So it is asked, for example, so here asking for database name, right? So first of all, go into the respective database. For example, here they have used Microsoft SQL Server. So for example, we will also go to Microsoft SQL Server. We create one database from our side. Okay, for information steward database, we have created one name. Just creating a repository is a simple task. Just right click on the database and schema, and then right click and then give the database. The same name you just give here. Similar way for bots. Okay, I'll just show you that step. One minute. Catch. Welcome method 77. Yeah. Oh, I think Vaishak is already working in this. Vaishak, I think you're working on that. I think I have took your session. Maybe. Okay. So
this was you was explaining. He was like
he was explaining you before. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So for example, I'll just execute this.
Yeah.
Or to save something. Yes. Oh, no. Okay, fine. I'll just keep it. So for example, the moment you open this, right, well, by giving username and password, this is how it looks initially.
Okay.
Just go to your databases, create a new database.
Okay.
I say SAP IS repo.
Repository. Okay.
That's it. You're done.
Hi, Prashant. Sorry, I was not able to unmute. No, I'm not working on it.
Oh,
okay. Just did not close the session so that
fine,
you can
fine.
continue.
No worries. Okay, thank you. So this is what? Oh no, this is not SAP IS repo.
IS repo.
Yeah. So what I think I need to refresh this screen. That's it.
Refresh. Yeah.
Yeah, this one.
Yeah, it's there.
Okay. So the moment this database name you have to give here.
Okay. Got it. Okay.
Right. This one, and then just click on next, and then create repository. You're asking yes. Just create a repository. And then next, now the moment you give that, the repository will be installed. Information steward repository configurations. Installer will delete the existing repository, delete the existing data, and create a new repository. Are you sure you want to do that? I say yes. Click no or change options if you want to do something. I just want to create it. And then this is how it goes. It will take 30 to 40 minutes for installation.
Okay. Oh, okay.
Yeah, and then this is the post installation steps. It is telling to use the information steward data insight module, create a job server associated with the information steward repository using the data services server management. They're telling you clearly, first of all, you have to this can be done after the BOD's installation only. Okay. So first in the data services server, there is a component called the data services server management also. So we have to create the job server associated with the repository. So what are the repository we have created? Okay. For that, first you have to go to data services job server. I'll show you.
Okay.
They are telling you go to data services. So you have to go to our what to call our remote desktop. If you just click on data services, you have data services designer where the DS which you're working presently. And this is the repository management where we can able to create the repositories. If we miss repository creation and installation, we have to create here. And this is the data services server management manager. They're telling this. So these all are job services are available here. These are available job server BODs and the new one. Then click on configure editor. We don't have the add access here. We cannot create there is no add access. Like we do not have access for creation. Only admin have. So but we can view it. For example, we take any of the job server. We'll just click on view. So if you see here, this is a job server name. Same way they're telling we have to create a new job server. The moment we click on add in the before screen, it will give you the screen. So here there will give the job server name and the respective port number. We have to get this port number and from our SAP basis team. And then what is the database associate type MicroSQL server, our database name which you created, IS repo. Sorry, database server name sample, and then database name, and then username and password for the repository for the database. All the database related information we have to give here. Click on apply. The moment you give that one, it will appear here. For this job server, there are 3 repositories associated. We can add the repositories and we can delete repository. And then we click on OK. This job server is been associated with this repository, which means job server is an engine. Just engine. So we are configuring the engine with the repository, which means this is the repository where all our IS has been installed. Repository is the place where all the information steward has been installed. So all the required configuration, all the stuff has been installed here. So this job server makes use of the repository related stuff which is having inside, and it will run the tasks or it will run the jobs. So to use the information steward data inside module is our first module actually in the information steward. This is a place where we have all our jobs created to run the data, to check the quality. To check the quality, there should be some engine. That is nothing but a job. For that, you have to create a job server associated with the information steward repository. So we are having information steward repository. Now we are associating to the job server. Using the data services server management. So we have used the data services server management. We have created a job server by associating with the repository. That is what they're telling it. Click on next. That's it. Now go to all programs or whatever it is. So just click on repository and then there I think they are telling you how to do this. As I said before, we do not have the add option. They have the add option. They're creating the job server. See, we have to create the job. This is our job server name. Written information. Port number is generated. That's good actually. Or if we need to change some port number, we can get from the basis. We click on add here. Then we have to add our repository name. So the database which we have used, which you are using, it will be associated with the job server. See all the job details they are giving it. This is the job server of. Close and restart. This will restart the data service server on the machine. It will just restart everything, and the job and that time when it is restarting, our applications will not work. So we can see the same thing here. And we have to in the server configuration, enterprise information management. We have the server should be enabled. This is a job server. This is the one which we have created.
They created.
The one which you created. For like I'll show you. So this is the job server. SAP
Okay,
IS
okay.
later on. I'll show this one is available in CMC. So what we do is we will go to CMC screen. Going to CMC, you know, if
Hmm.
first of all, for going to CMC, I just clicked on. Oh,
Okay.
okay. There is a application. Okay, here. So this is the CMC one, Central Management Console, CMC.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, this one. So what they have done, they have come here and they have gone to servers. Here
Okay.
they have
Need to
gone
select server.
for the server. Yeah, here also it is available. Whether you click on from here or you click from here,
Okay,
servers.
okay.
And then they have gone to service categories, say service categories and enterprise information management, EIM.
Okay,
For this EM, these are the job servers associated. See, this is our job
Oh.
server. IS job server. Yeah,
Hmm.
this is the one they have created.
Okay, okay.
Okay, this is available. Let's see it is where it is available. If you just click on cancel. Yeah, this one if you see here.
Yeah, it's there. IS job server.
Yeah. Configuration it you have to come. IS job server. Just click on view.
Okay,
Yeah, if you see here, this is job server and they have used the database called repo_inf
okay,
from
okay,
Microsoft SQL Server. For let's see the
okay.
database available or not. Repo. Repo. This is for DSC. Repo_DS.
Okay.
They have used repo_inf.
I know.
Where is this? Yeah, I think it is coming down. Repo_. No, it's not coming under this one. We don't have filter option here. This is all D. So D, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P,
Apps R is there. Repo.
Q, R.
Repo. That's all we have.
Mhm. Mhm. All small letters is coming it down.
Repo. No.
You're looking for the IS database.
This one.
Which
Looking
one?
this one. My database repo_inf. This is
Okay.
Microsoft SQL Server. Okay. Server name is this ByBio, my bio. Oh, it's a different server altogether.
Sample one. Yeah, just close this one. Close this one. Go to the different. There is another sample one job server.
I did not get you. So this we are checking in MyBo. This is a different server. We are checking in sample one. I think we do not
Okay,
have credentials for that.
okay, okay. No.
Yeah,
Okay, bro.
I got your point. I got the point. So it is staying in different place. So that is the place
Okay.
where, you know, it has been installed.
Okay.
Okay. And they're stopping the server and then just restarting the server. That's it.
Okay.
The best practice when we configure something. Okay. And then they have included some stuff, information steward task, and then integration services. Let's see what we have in our place. Where is this? Yeah, here itself, right? Yeah. So here, there is some configuration which we are not supposed to touch.
Okay.
No, it's not the properties. What they did, I forgot the step. Right click and then
Properties.
no, let me just look for that. Enable. No, it's enabled, and then stopped, and then okay, they have stopped and then clicked on some setup select servers, existing server groups. Okay, so these all are the server groups which it has been associated for this
Okay.
job server, where we have Amazon Redshift, Apache, Hadoop. Okay, the metadata indicators, Excels we can use. We can, in the sense, you know, we have compatible IAC has compatibility to make use of this Amazon Redshift. It's a database.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
and then Apache Hadoop, come some warehouse modeling, Excel, Excel also we can make use. If we do not have this now, Excel cannot be used. The metadata
Okay.
indicators, relationship manager, and then something data services, meta indicators, HANA,
Okay.
some stuff they are making use. You know, this should be these all steps will be configured by the basis. You don't need to worry about.
Oh,
But if you're
okay.
facing some issue, right? So we can add something again. Okay, if you miss something, they come here.
Okay.
Regarding the depends upon the question what we ask, they'll just keep on adding the requirements here.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, so whenever you do not have access for any of the steps, okay, any of the things which you're doing in information steward, if you do not have access, this is what they do. They come here in the job server, they enable these things.
Okay. Okay.
They enable all this stuff. I'm just telling you, you know, if you are, these are our admin activities. So our training
Okay.
will include admin related stuff also. That's the reason I'm explaining on
Okay.
the, at least I'm showing you the screens where it looks. If any of the basis guy doesn't know, if he is very new to the SAP IS application, he doesn't know, at least you can guide them. So this is the place you have to go, and this is the place you have to select, and this is where you have to select the job server. So there are
Okay.
there are the details in the different blocks. For getting this kind of task to be done, we have to get configure this kind of groups. We have to associate this kind
Okay.
of groups. So by seeing that name, at least we can suggest to basics team, okay, I'm facing this kind of issue. For example, I am unable to get my Excel into the system. Okay, now
Okay.
you
Okay.
can tell you that there are Excel metadata integrators. You have to select it. You have to select into my group for the job
Okay.
server. So at least you can suggest them.
Okay.
Yeah. So that is what it was telling. So let us just see what it is having the rest. Yeah. Design terms, task scheduling, all this stuff.
Okay.
And then they've just restarted it. That's it. Yeah. And then it's up running it.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. So this is the topics which I wanted to discuss you. I think I've covered two things, like information steward, and also, you know, these two things I've covered, which I can keep it
Okay.
as one. Where is the mid center here? I need to check it out. I can keep it 1, 11th, and this
Okay.
is also a, we just covered in 1 hour. Okay, this
Okay.
is second.
Okay. Yeah.
So I'll just mark this also as a green color,
Okay.
right? So these numbers will gonna change. No worries.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So then next we'll start with the CMC connection, all this stuff. So today we have done with what are the planning that we need for
Yeah.
SAP architecture, and also
Yes.
what are the steps you need to do for setup and installation, all this stuff. And
Okay.
I'll start with this in the tomorrow session. So do you have any doubts
Okay.
as of now?
No, bro. In this, I have to look
Yeah.
for the video
Yeah, you
again.
have to
I'll
look at
go
the
through it.
video. Yes, to
Yeah.
look. So what I'll do is I'll just share this video links with you,
Yeah.
or
Sure.
I'll
Sure.
just place this one at this place. Okay, I'll just create a new one, and I say
Okay.
it's SAP PIS links. Okay, this is one, and there is other one actually. Control Shift T. Yeah, this one.
Okay.
This is planning, and this is installation.
Okay.
Here itself it is showing you. The moment you click on here, planning and installation. These are the links,
Okay.
and the document is available here. And we haven't gone through explanation as but did something here. I just lay it's planning and installation. That's it of
Okay.
SAP IS and DS. Both are covered here,
Okay.
because what we do in planning of this one and installation both are covered, because bots also similar steps, nothing much to change. Just the repository manager step is missed. That's it. So majority of
Okay.
stuff is covered with this point.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to discuss for today's class from my side. So if you do not have
Okay,
any
bro.
doubts, we are good to close our session for today,
Yeah. Okay. Fine.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So Vaishak, you want to mention something, or we can?
No, Kumar. I think just Ganapati just need to, just go and, get the look and feel of the bot system. That's all from my end. Topics covered. I put the PPT there,
Okay.
and you will anyways have the recording. Right?
Sure.
And just try on it. Okay, this is just absolute basic. Okay, so we'll go back to the steps like similar things that Kumar is also explaining, like in architecture and installation. So it's just going to be one session about it, right?
Okay.
So, and we'll have it tomorrow.
Sure.
That's all
Sure.
from my
Awesome.
side.
Yeah.
Sure.
So
Sure.
Ganapati, you can drop off. I need to discuss with
Yeah.
Vaishak on something. Thanks for your time.
Sure.
So we'll meet at the same time tomorrow. So, but just go with the today's recording sessions and then SQL ones. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sure.
Okay.
Thank you. You can
Okay.
drop off.
Sure. Sure, Prashant. Thank you.
Yeah.
Bye.
So Vaishak sir, I just share my screen.
Okay.
I have saved this document, this one here, Zoom recordings.
Okay.
So where is this sitting now?
Go inside.
Inside this. Okay, there are two files. I don't know why it has come.
Yeah, go inside the first one. Take to convert. Yeah, just click the first one, double click.
Oh,
The first one. Convert anyway. Convert anyway.
Converting the files may put your device and personal data at risk. Wait, it's asking me something.